All right, Fan Nation, next up here from Fort Worth, Texas for the College Gridiron Showcase is Deshawnte Lloyd of New Mexico State. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. Just kind of taking us all in. Just blessed to be here. Just blessed to be here.
Now, you're kind of a smaller school, and it's not a knock to you, but I imagine that an event like this, to be surrounded by fellow players and peers that are all in the same, you're in the same group, but, you have, like, Alabama, and then you have, like, your smaller schools. Like, is that something that's kind of been, like, a humbling experience for you, that you guys are kind of all on the same playing field right now?
Yeah, I never really got into the school name and the jerseys or anything like that. I always went by, we lace them up the same.
Yeah.
You put your left leg in first, I put my right leg in first. I never really paid attention to the names.
What brings you to CGS?
I came, just to get exposure. Unfortunately, I was cut off my season due to a meniscus.
Oh, man. I'm sorry about that.
But I was just happy to be here. It really came for the exposure. I only played 5 games this year.
Now, you guys have several events coming up next several days. You guys are going to interview with NFL scouts, and then you guys had some seminars this morning, and then you guys are going to get to it. You guys are going to get out on that field. You guys are going to put your best foot forward. What do you want the opportunity to showcase in these next 3 days that you maybe feel that you didn't get really the chance to showcase during the season?
One of the things I do want to showcase is my speed.
You look like a fast guy.
Yeah. Going for 4.3.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on it. But one of the things I'm definitely looking forward to showcasing is my speed. I showcased that through the first 5 games that I did play. More explosive, just being more explosive, just being around a quarterback more is one of the things I do want to display while I'm here.
Now, when you guys go into that room with the NFL scouts, me personally, I've interviewed for jobs, management positions, borderline being the guy that runs like a small business, and those interviews are intimidating, right? So when you go in there and you're sitting across from a scout, like what's your mental state? Do you prepare for something like that?
I do. I don't know how other guys prepare, but I'm in the mirror.
I was going to ask, you look like a man in the mirror guy. Like, yeah, hello, sir. It's a pleasure to meet you. Ask me anything.
I look up some of the questions that I think that they're going to ask my agent, because he's been around the game for so long, so he might have just a second opinion on some questions they might ask. So I try to gear some of my answers around the type of questions that they might ask. But it's definitely a scary experience.
Oh yeah,
just the amount of pressure. Yeah.
Well, if you had to compare what you're about to step into to a moment from a game, is there anything that you can really side by side relate that to, or is it a completely different body of water?
It's completely different. The first thought was my Arizona Bowl that New Mexico State won last year. I thought about that, but then it's a totally different ball game.
So you're not going in there like, all right, when I sit down, man, it's we got a minute 40 left. We get this first down. They don't have any timeouts. We're going to win this thing. We're going to get in victory formation. He's like, that's how I got to go into this. I know that was a very specific scenario for you right there.
It's really not a feeling I can compare it to. Only thing I can say, I'm just trying to prepare myself the best way I can. I'm sure my friend here, Kevin Thompson, that you just interviewed, he have a few words and words of encouragement and different advice he can lend me.
Hey, it's good to have friends like that, man. I don't fault you there at all.
Yeah, we actually started from junior college together in Ellsworth. I redshirted there, and then I ended up transferring, and I met the next guy you're going to interview, Ron LaForce, at my next junior college in California.
That's awesome, man. So with you, kind of the same questions, but I'm going to switch them around a little bit. I asked Kevin, what he wanted the scout to take away from the interview. What do you want to take away from your one-on-one with the scout?
want them to take away. He's big on just big high character guy. I want them to take away. He's well oriented. He's know how to talk. Just a all around good guy. Yeah.
All right, man. Well, hey, I wish you nothing but the best. He is Deshawnte Lloyd, New Mexico State, man. You go crush it in there. Go now that you're all loose.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Absolutely.